Hello guys, welcome back to another video. So basically, this is going to be Man City Brighton Premier League preview and predictions. The match is going to happen tomorrow. It's a midweek clash between the two teams and a midweek match day for all the other teams. And then obviously we have the weekend matches. But yeah, Man City versus Brighton. It's going to happen tomorrow, 1 o'clock IST. 8th Jan. So yeah, let's talk about Brighton first because they have been looking decent and better off. So Brighton recently won 2-0 against Burnley in the last match day. So that was last week basically. And again, good goals from Ayari and I think Minte it was. So yeah, good goals from them. And yeah, Burnley did not have a chance at all. And it was a home game for Brighton, so they took advantage. And right now also, as what I said for Fulham in the previous video, they are also thinking about either reaching top 7, top 6 or top 6 or top 7, or reaching European football for the next season. So yeah, let's see how it goes for Brighton. And if I talk about Man City right now, back-to-back draws for them, one against Sunderland away and one against home against Chelsea. So absolutely it's not good for Man City. And then the injuries have also come. Ruben Diaz out for 4 to 6 weeks, and then Josko Guardiola out for 4 to 5 months. So absolutely, but anyways, we do have a new signing coming very soon. One is already Semenyo, so his medical is booked on Thursday, and then he'll sign the contract by Friday. So yeah, Man City new winger, Antoine Semenyo joining from Bournemouth, £65 million. And yeah, today is the last match for him against playing for Bournemouth. He's going to play against Spurs. So good news for that. And then we're also going to buy probably Mark Guehi, which is the new centre back which desperately City needs at this point of time. The new centre back for Man City. And then if we can get one more centre back or one more midfielder, that would be super. So yeah, hoping Mark Guehi joins soon. Anyways, let's go back to the Man City prediction. Again, as I said in the Chelsea game also, and that during that time, now they already have a manager coming in. Man City should not underestimate Brighton. They have a very good team of Ayari, Minte, Mitoma, Rutter, Verbruggen, Van Hecke, Dunk, Gomez, Fedi Kodioglu, and many more players. And obviously these are all the main players, and then you have other sub-secondary players as well who always turn up in like other matches and who always like give their best to contribute to the team. So yeah, we should not underestimate or kind of feel like overconfident going into this game. Man City should definitely be a little bit cautious in this game. And let's see what happens. Talking about Man City, now that I said two defenders are injured already, so right now only we have Kusunov and Ake fit, and then holding midfielder Rodri is only available. Nico Gonzalez is unavailable as of today, as what Pep said in the interview yesterday. He's unavailable, but Pep said we may see before the match if he's looking okay, he may play a little 30 minutes or 25 minutes. So let's see how that plays out. And Nico Gonzalez is doubtful or not going to play. So let's see how that works out. And then if I talk about Ruben Diaz, again I said 4 to 6 weeks. Josko Guardiola 4 to 5 months. And Oscar Bob, Savinio, all these guys are out. And then Mateo Kovac is out until like until March or April of this year, 2026 basically. So yeah, that's a lot of injury concerns Man City right now. And let's move now to predicted lineup. A little bit different this time because now on the bench we literally have Rico Lewis, James Trafford, Stephen Muffini, Ryan Ekdu, Paul Hexie, all these academy players now we have on the bench. We don't even have any first team players. Ryan Athnouri and Marmoush are still at AFCON duties, representing Algeria and Egypt respectively. And apart from that, as I said, the injured players are there. So let's go to predicted lineup now. Again, in goal we have Donnarumma as well. He did an okayish performance against Chelsea, but yeah, obviously he would like to fight back and come back stronger. So Donnarumma will still be there in goal. I don't think Pep will play Trafford yet, and he should not, hopefully. Then obviously right back Nunes, absolutely good performance from him in the Chelsea game. As I said, in that video. Good performance from Matheus Nunes, so he'll keep his right back position. Centre backs now, as I said, Kusanov, Ake. This has to be like they both have to be in the squad. Sorry for that. They have to be in the squad. No doubt about that. Kusanov, Ake have to step up. More so Kusanov, because Ake had a recent injury picked up in that Sunderland game, and then in the next game also he was looking a bit shaky. So yeah, more pressure is on Kusanov now to perform well. Yeah, let's see what happens now. Left back, obviously Nico Riley stays in the same position, because he's not gonna get any rest time either, because I actually feel bad for him, but he's had so many games. Like, he has had to play so many games in recent times, and yeah, no Ryan Ath-Nouri to like cover for him. So yeah, he's playing most of the games, almost all the games right now since basically start of December. So yeah, and December of last year, sorry. So basically, yeah, I mean, no switch up for Nico O'Reilly. And then if I talk about midfielder, holding midfield, Rodri should start. He looked very good in that game against Chelsea. And then the Sunderland game also created 2 chances in the Sunderland game. Both were scuffed up, unfortunately, by one of Savinio and one of, I think it was Guardiola or Haaland, something like that. But yeah, Chelsea game, he was pure class, and that's the old Rodri we need to see. I think he'll keep his position. If Pep wants to switch out, then he'll play Nico Gonzalez first 20-25 minutes, and then at the halftime break, get Rodri and play him in the second half. So I think Rodri should be there, or ideally Rodri should be there in the starting lineup. Like, he should play at least 60 to 70 minutes, and then yeah, let's see what happens, because he's also just getting back into his groove and getting back to his old form, which we would like to see very soon, and hopefully very quickly. So yeah, Rodri should be holding midfielder. And then we have the midfielders: Reinders, Bernardo Silva, Foden. Reinders, Bernardo Silva, Foden. This is the same midfield I'll use. We don't have any other midfield. Maybe Rico Lewis may come second half as a centre mid player or a full back. So Rico Lewis may come in the second half, because I think he's not had some game time in recent occasions. So sorry, as I was saying, basically Rico Lewis has not had some game time in recent occasions, so I think he'll come in second half definitely. I think because we need to play at least some of the players in second half. So yeah, Rico Lewis will come there, but he'll come second half. First half, I mean, the starting lineup: Bernardo Silva, Foden, and Reinders. This is the trio for midfield, has to be done. And then Doku, Haaland, Cherki, same thing. No Savio, no Marmoush, no Oscar Bob. So yeah, and then none of these 3 guys as a winger options. But we do have Semenyo joining, so we do get one more winger option when he joins. He'll mostly be available for that weekend match. And yeah, let's see what happens. But it's going to be Haaland striker, Doku left wing, Ryan Cherki right wing. Hopefully Ryan Cherki and Foden have better games this time, because yeah, last game was absolutely awful in the Chelsea game. So let's see what happens. Yeah, predicted scoreline right now. Again, as I said, Brighton is an underrated team. They can turn up at any time. They have done so against Liverpool, Man United before last season, and the previous to that. They have beaten those teams. They have also beaten, I think they've not beaten Arsenal, but they have beaten Chelsea, they have beaten Liverpool, they have beaten Man United in the past, all these big clubs. But yeah, even City also in the past, and we've seen that. I mean, this season alone we lost at home at their stadium 2-1. Absolutely shocking defeat that was. But yeah, I think we have learned our lesson from that game, and hopefully we'll come back stronger. So I think I'm going to go simply 2-0 victory. I'm not seeing anything above that. If we want to keep a clean sheet, then maybe good luck to Donnarumma for that. Hopefully we keep a clean sheet. And yeah, 2-0 I'm going for that. I am not seeing draw here, bro. Not another draw. If it's another draw, then we're surely out of the title race. Because if Arsenal win their game against Liverpool on I think Sunday or something like, sorry, not Sunday, whatever, Sunday, whenever that is, if Arsenal win, then they'll go 3 points more clear. So then they'll go 9 points clear of City, which is absolutely not what we want. So yeah, let's see what happens. I'll do a prediction video on that later on. And yeah, let's see what happens. 2-0, Man City 2, Brighton 0, that's my prediction. That's a win prediction. If it's a draw, 2-2 draw. That's it, 2-2. Yeah. See you guys in the next video. Arsenal versus Liverpool prediction.